the kind of early insight is a fundamental question about reading scripture. Do we think it's like a set of parables or metaphors, or do we think it's a blueprint for how you live a life in an ethical nation, an ethical and moral life in service of something greater than yourself? And that's a critical part of the way I approach the Torah scriptures, which is these are real things. In fact, when I launched my first book on Genesis in Hebrew, I did like an evening with a rabbi named Rabbi Lau, and someone asked him, "What'd you learn from reading Michael's book?" And he said, "I learned that people haven't changed in 3,000 and 4,000 years. People are people, families are families, issues are issues, wealth is wealth, and morals and ethics, are relevant today like they were then." And so I thought that was just a great encapsulation. And so if you think this is a blueprint, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, as the case may be, and on, you look for how to apply it. And what we've lost, I think, is a way to interpret it to our modern society. Somehow, we think when we read about, Abraham and his flocks, or Isaac and his flocks and his agricultural enterprise, so we say, oh, that was then. But now we're like in technology and computers and manufacturing. But I think that's interpretable, not only interpretable in a way of parables, but fundamentally interpretable. It's not an accident that Abraham was a shepherd and Isaac had an agricultural empire, and Jacob goes back to being a shepherd, and Joseph becomes the treasurer, secretary of the treasury of Egypt. These are evolutionary behaviors that we see in family generational businesses and other areas like that. And so I think it's a blueprint.